History is full of events that many people wish had different outcomes, such as battles, wars, and
Yet, the
assassinations.
United States of America's Patriot Act was one that drastically changed America after it was signed after the terrorist attacks that occurred on September 11, 2001. This act took away basic human rights in order to prevent a future terrorist attack, but it quickly became Yet, some of the many areas that invades in particular the freedom of speech, search and seizure, and the right to a speedy trial.
There is a cry for freedom from a nation born in liberty. For there's a battle that is raging for her children.
The Patriot Act is an unconstitutional bill that violates many amendments. The first and most arguably the most important amendment is the First Amendment. The First Amendment states that Congress shall make no law respecting an establishment of religion or prohibiting the free exercise thereof, abridging the freedom of speech, or of the press, or the right of the people peacefully to assemble and to petition the government for a redress of grievances from the Bill of Rights. However, the Patriot Act directly violates the First Amendment by allowing the government to monitor any religious, political, and any other forms of speech. One of the most recent examples of these violations happened about a week ago when the alternative press found out seized all their emails, phone calls, and text messages secretly. Those that are for the Patriot Act would say that the government did this to monitor the alternative press because they are a threat to America's security. However, the alternative press is one of the most reliable news sources in America. Since we do have supposed freedom of speech in America, why should the government monitor us without our permission, even though the Patriot Act has proven ineffective in America? If it were effective, would the Boston bombing still occur? It would have ever happened? The Patriot Act contradicts the Fourth Amendment by allowing the government to search and seize any of your property without presenting any probable cause or a search warrant. Now it states this in Section 602 of the Patriot Act, that the government may search and seize American papers and effects without probable cause. Now, unfortunately, this means that if I never broke a law, the government can still search and seize any of my papers, my house, or anything that I own, and without probable cause or a warrant. Fought directly during the Revolutionary War. Supporters of the Patriot Act would say that the government should be able to capture suspected terrorists or whoever it may be that's threatening American security. Yet if the government was able to break the Bill of Rights to capture said terrorists, once again, why did we have these bombings and shootings and whatnot?
America, envy of the nations. For long ago, you answered freedom's call.
Another amendment that is directly violated by the Patriot Act is the Sixth Amendment. The amendment states in all criminal prosecutions, the accused shall enjoy the right to a speedy and public trial by an impartial jury of the state and district wherein the crime shall have been committed, which district shall have been previously ascertained by law, and to be informed of the nature and cause of the accusation, to be confronted with the witnesses against him, to have compulsory process for obtaining witnesses in his favor, and to have the assistance of counsel for his defense, the Bill of Rights. The Patriot Act states in Section 603, Americans may be jailed without being charged or being able to confront witnesses against them. U.S. citizens labeled unlawful combatants have been
In conclusion, the Patriot Act is a violation of American citizens' privacy and rights. It takes away American citizens' hard-earned freedom and eliminates basic rights that were established by Americans' founding fathers.
Being able to confront witnesses against him. U.S. citizens labeled unlawful combatants have been incommunicado and refused attorneys. The government may jail Americans indefinitely without trial. This text directly contradicts the Bill of Rights. An example of being used would be if my neighbor Joe was arrested and was sent to Guantanamo Bay. He would not be able to contact any witnesses that are in his favor, would not be able to contact an attorney, and he could be jailed for no reason and can be held in Guantanamo Bay for an infinite amount of time without being charged of any crime.
In conclusion, the Patriot Act is a violation of American citizens' privacy and rights. It takes away American citizens' hard-earned freedom and eliminates basic rights that were established by Americans' founding fathers.